Front of the mat, feet hip distance. Can you imagine I'm standing there? Slide bending the knees, lengthen through the back. And drop your shoulders away from the ears. Take a big inhale. Tuck your pelvis, reach high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Couple more rounds. Focus on stretching, spreading the toes, lengthening through the back, taking long inhales, long exhales. One more round. Inhale, sweep around, and let's dive forward. Slowly hinging from the hips. Forward fold. Take your time. 3 halfway lifts. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, but start stretching your hamstrings. 2 more rounds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more round. Then go forward, bend your knees, even more if you need to hang your head. I'm going to interlace the fingers and loosen into the wrists while I'm dangling forward. Maybe extend the fingers a few times. Make a fist. Gently preparing your wrists. If you can reach that far, maybe press the back of your wrists onto the mat. Make sure you're relaxing the back of your neck. I know it's early days, but see if you want to spread your hands, fingertips on the mat, and just gently pop your kneecaps onto the back of your arms as a preparation to hand balance, and then bring it back straight away. Take inhale into a flat back halfway lift one more time. And find your first high plank. I'm going to step, feel free to hop. Keep your feet hip distance. Round your upper back, press into the heels of your hands. Imagine you're pushing your upper back towards the ceiling. Feeling core muscles more. Take one more inhale, push your weight forward. I'm dropping the knees and sink through your chaturanga, but stay on your front. Press the top of the feet onto the mat for mini cobras. Lift head and shoulders on your inhale, hugging your ribcage with your elbows. Take it back onto the mat, exhale. 2 more rounds, activating the upper back, mobilizing the spine. Last round, see if you want to stay up, lengthening the tailbone to the back of the mat. Hold it for a breath. I'm lifting the heels of the hands off, just to make sure my upper back muscles are working. On your next exhale, bring it all the way onto the mat. Tuck your tailbone, sit back into child's pose. Let's just stay here for a sec, tucking toes under. For now, reach the arms to the front. I'm coming onto fingertips, rocking side to side. Keep tucking the toes under, walking the hands towards the knees. Releasing the weight onto the heels to stretch the soles of the feet, the big toe joints. Release anytime you want. I'm reaching the arms to the front, interlacing the fingers, turning the palms towards the front of the mat. Drop the chin to the chest, and hopefully you're feeling the stretch between your shoulder blades, the back of your shoulders. Reach the palms towards the ceiling. You're straightening the spine. And see if you can press your little fingers behind you. But keeping the rib cage drawing behind you as well. Take one more inhale here. I'm feeling the stretch in the front of my shoulders and the work in the back of my shoulders. Release the hands onto the mat by your knees. I'm untucking the toes. I still have the knees hip distance and the feet hip distance. Tapping your feet out slightly. And now you have the option to sit back onto your heels. Maybe press into the heels of your hands round your back and lift the knees off. You have the option, if your ankles can take it, to start lifting your bum up to the sky, around your back. Bring the knees back onto the mat and push your chest forward like a cat and cow. It's quite an extreme one, opening the chest to the front. Inhale, and I'm going to either lift the knees off or lift the bum off as I exhale and rounding the back the other way. One more round, opening the chest to the front. If you want to stay with cat and cow, that is absolutely fine. And exhale, round the back to draw the belly button in one more time. And maybe lift the knees, maybe lift the bum off. See if you can hold it for one more breath. Drop the knees. And reach the arms to the front. Release the tension in your wrists for a breath. You might want to drop the elbows onto the mat and just circle into the wrists. And when you're ready, let's find the first downward dog. Tucking toes, careful on the heels, so be gentle and slow with that. Put your feet hip distance and pedal your heels out once you find your first downward dog. Now you can think about the calves and the hamstrings, but I tend to think about my shoulders, straight elbows, long neck if you can. Think about the alignment of the neck. I tend to try and keep it in line with my triceps, biceps, your humerus bone, the upper arm. Let's drop the knees onto the mat and find your first dolphin. I'm dropping the elbows no wider than the shoulders, keeping the hands flat, spreading fingertips. Lift your bum up. Push your chest through and find your first dolphin. First, stretching the shoulders, pushing into the elbows. If you want, for 3 repetitions, I'm lifting heels on an inhale. Exhale, dropping heels towards the mat. Twice more. If it's too much, release out of the position or just hold dolphin. One more round. Lift the heels, inhale, and exhale, drop the heels. Let's hold for one more breath, and then we find the downward dog together. Option to drop the knees and lift the elbows off, or see if you can push up off your dolphin into downward dog, and then drop the chest through to find the stretching downward dog. Start taking little steps towards the front of your mat. Find hip distance once you're there. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Further lengthening the hamstrings. Bend the knees and sweep up into a standing position. Take a big inhale. Straight away, second round, exhale, dive forward. Taking your time in your forward fold. You can then go forward here, or we practice handstand again. You might be able to take it further. I'm going for crane. Spreading fingertips, heels of the hands no wider than the shoulders, lifting the heels off, and you either tap the kneecaps onto the top of your arms, but you might be able to put more weight into the fingertips. See if you actually can find your hand balance, maybe pulling the heels to your bum. And I'm going to take a breath here. I'm popping the feet onto the mat. Once you're there, inhale into a halfway lift, long back. Exhale, make your way into high plank. Let's shift the weight forward, round the upper back. And let's sink through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Upward Dog. See where you are. Press the feet into the mat. Long neck, ears out of the shoulders. And exhale, find Downward Dog. You have the option to drop the elbows into Dolphin, but it is a quick one. Feel free to leave it out. Inhale, dropping elbows, keeping the hands flat. Exhale, pushing chest through, bum up high. Keep your heels hip distance. Find downward dog with me, elbows off. Drop the chest through. Inhale, look to the front, bend your knees. Exhale, make your way to the front, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale, forward fold, lengthening hamstrings. Sweep up into tall mountain pose. Tadasana, inhale. Round number 3 out of the 5. Fold forward, dive. Exhale, no rush. Hand balance or dangle forward to stretch. Spreading fingertips, popping kneecaps onto the top of my arms, crane. Find a position. Hold it for one more inhale. One more exhale. Option to step down or jump through your chaturanga. You can step through your press-up position. Let's go for it. Inhale, cobra upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. You've got another 2 rounds. If you want to play with that, you can always leave it out. Option for dolphin. I'm dropping the elbows on the inhale. Feel free to leave it out. Pushing chest through, exhale. Downward dog. Lift the elbows off on your inhale. Drop the chest through, exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, look to the front. Exhale, make your way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep up. Inhale. Round number 4 out of the 5. Dive forward. Exhale. Feel free to dangle or hand balance. Find a position, try and hold it for a breath. Think about what you want to do with chaturanga. Good time to step down or prepare to push back. Inhale, cobra upward dog. Being very careful with your back. And exhale, find downward dog. Option for dolphin. Dropping elbows. And taking one more breath here to find the stretch in the shoulders. Downward dog. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, make your way to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep up. Reach the arms, inhale. Round number 5 out of the 5. Dive forward. Exhale. Stay or hand balance. You've got one more breath here, so you can think about that chaturanga. You can always meet me in downward dog. Make sure your shoulders are out of the ears on your inhale when you do the upward dog or the cobra. And find downward dog with me. Option for dolphin. Make sure elbows are no wider than the shoulders. Bum high. Flare your heels hip distance if you feel they are dropping inward. Press into the elbows and lift your bum higher. This is your last one. Meet me in downward dog. Elbows off. Drop your chest through one more time. And let's take a break. Drop your knees and lie down onto your front. Stack your hands underneath your forehead. Bend your knees, push your feet side to side, and relax for a couple of breaths. Locust. I'm releasing the feet hip distance, maybe wider than your hips. Start by squeezing the glutes and sweeping the arms behind you. Open the front of your shoulders, your collarbones, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift head and shoulders. Scoop your pelvis and focus on pressing the top of the feet onto the mat for now. And if you want to go for it straight away, you can interlace the fingers above the hips if it's there already, but we will come back, I promise. See if you can find the straight elbows, the long neck. Try and look at your mat. And once you've made sure you're squeezing glutes and drawing belly button away from the mat, straightening the knees, see if you want to lift your legs without shortening your lower back. See if you want to press your heels and feet together if it's not there already, making sure your knees are straight and there is no tension in your lower back. Try and lift slightly higher for one more breath. And then bring it onto the mat on your exhale. I'm stacking hands under the forehead. Taking a breath here. Sit into child's pose. Now you might want to do a press up, but you might want to leave it out. Make sure tummy is tight and you're safe. Inhale, push up, and exhale, sit back into child's pose. We've got high plank box, but you might want to do it off your hands and knees or fours. If you're doing it from hands and knees, feel free to extend the left leg in the back and come with us. You can always extend the right leg in the back and lift the left heel off. Shoulders above the wrists, draw your belly button in, start rounding your upper back. Take a big inhale and bring the left knee to the left tricep as you exhale. Hold the connection and keep the left foot off the mat. Bring the left knee, glide it down to the left wrist without touching the mat, without pushing the left leg to the back. Bring the left knee across to your right wrist. So I'm still low without touching the foot, left foot onto the ground. And the best one is coming. Take a big inhale. Bring the left knee up to your right tricep, right armpit and hold. And finally push up into a three-legged dog. Take a big inhale. Start stacking the hips straight away. Left knee straight for a sec, and then pull the heel to your bum in the last second. Hold. Right elbow straight if you can. Feel the opening in the hip. Make sure your right knee still pointing towards the front of the mat. And take one more inhale here. Bring the left foot onto the mat. Find downward dog. Exhale. You've got the option to drop your knees into child's pose, or you've got a back bend camel. Knees hip distance if you're coming with me. Lift the chest and start by squeezing the glutes. Knuckles on your lower back, or take the options you know. Reaching for the heel straight away is a good one. Feel the opening in the collarbones, front of your shoulders. Then safely come out of camel. Let's meet in child's pose for another breath. So I'm relaxing the shoulders. And let's do the box the other way around. From all fours is good. Stacking shoulders and hips. Right knee is going to be moving, or step the left foot back and hover the right heel with me. Keep your shoulders above the wrists. Start rounding your upper back. Take a big inhale. Bring the right knee to the right tricep. Exhale. Find a connection and hold. Without pushing the right leg back, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Glide it down. Keep the right foot off and breathe. Take a big inhale. Bring the knee across to the left wrist. Exhale. Take a big inhale. Bring it up to the left armpit. Hold it for one more breath. I'm shaking. And then finally push the right heel up. Three-legged dog. Sweep the leg up. Right knee straight. Left elbow straight. And finally pull the heel to your bum to open the hip. One more breath. Bring the right foot onto the mat. Find downward dog. Option to take a child's pose and relax your shoulders, or camel, back bend. Tuck toes or untuck if you're more flexible in the back. Activate glutes, lengthen, and find the options. Hands into your lower back, heels into your hands onto your heels if you want. Make sure you're squeezing the glutes one more time, opening the chest one more time. Safely coming out of camel, whatever your safe ways, no back pain. Sit into child's pose. Take 3 long breaths. Good time to have a sip of water. Find your downward dog with me. And take a quick stretch in your shoulders. Building up for another flow. Taking our time. Lift your right heel into 3-legged dog on your next inhale. Start stacking, opening. Heel to bum in the last moment as you exhale. Inhale, level hips. Exhale, right knee to the nose to tap. And slowly step through between the thumbs. Check that your right knee is above the right ankle. Left hand flat, right arm up, easy twist. Take your time to twist the back, to stack the shoulders, and keep the left knee straight for now. I'm dropping left knee, untucking left toes, pointing right fingertips to the back, bending right knee even more. Press into the left heel of the hand, open heart. Stay here, or bend the left knee, pull the heel to your bum if it's there already, and if it doesn't cause any knee pain. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. Stretching front of my left thigh, left hip flexes. Release into easy twist, tucking left toes, lifting back knee. Reaching right arm up. Find the right foot flat. Strong core, draw the belly button in. Reversing the twisted lunge. Start rising up, keeping the twist. And then carry on reaching left fingertips to the sky. Right hand on your lower back, or possibly snake it around the outside of your left hip. Sink deep into the front knee. Reach the left fingertips even higher. Let's cartwheel around to find a reversed warrior. Left arm to the back, left heel flat, and reach the right arm up. Take a big inhale and take a long stretch here. Hold it on an exhale. Start extending the right leg on your inhale and side lunge onto the back of the mat. Left heel. Exhale. Take your time. Stay high, sit low, hands on the mat, hands to the heart, see what you're ready for. Let's take a couple of breaths here to settle into it, to focus on the stretch, to lengthen the back, the neck, to push into the inside of the left knee. And let's take a break in wide-legged forward fold, hands flat, bum up, feet parallel. Inhale into a flat back just to set up the back. And then see how far you want to fold on your exhale. Micro bend in the knees, hang your head. Walk to the front of the mat, runner's lunge, framing the right foot. Turn the hips all the way around and frame the right foot. Draw the belly button in. We raise the chest slightly for airplane lunge. Reach the left fingertips towards the front, the right fingertips towards the back, and find a straight line between left fingertips and left heel. There is your balance coming. We've got warrior 3, keeping this arm position if you can. Launch into it. Lift the left heel. Find a straight line. Option to stay here or sweep the left fingertips towards the mat, right fingertips to the sky for revolving half moon. Try and twist your left shoulder up to the sky. And then lengthen the back. Feel the twist in the core, lift the left heel higher. Turn the right shoulder higher. And then one more tricky one is coming into a half moon pose. Now you either place the right fingertips on the mat first or bring your arms out into airplane and sweep the right hand towards the mat. And there's a lot going on in my right hamstrings. And bring the right fingertips onto the mat. Open the chest out to the left side of the room. Flex the left foot. Feel the strength in the left glute as well to lift the left leg. Let's bend the right knee and step into reversed warrior one more time. Left foot lands in the back. Reach the right arm up. Take a big inhale here. And sweep into 3-legged high plank. Frame the right foot, shoot the right leg back and see if you can hover it. You can stay here, you can rest. Or give me one more box. Drop the left knee if you want. Take a big inhale, exhale right knee to the right tricep. Bring it down to the right wrist. Across to the left wrist. Up to the left armpit, hold it for one more breath. Push the right foot back, I'm hovering it. There is a chaturanga if you want it. Inhale forward, exhale sink through. Inhale cobra upward dog and sit into a child's pose. Exhale. Stay here if you want, or camel. You can tug the toes with me or untug them. If you're doing it, activate the glutes. Shoulders back and open the chest. Knuckles on lower back, interlace. Hands to heels. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it for 1. Bring the hands back onto your lower back. Sit back into child's pose. Take 2 breaths. Let's do the other side. Reach the arms to the front. Find downward dog. Lift the left heel, three-legged dog. Start stacking and opening. Heel to bum in the last moment. Right elbow straight. Inhale, level hips. Exhale, bring the left knee to the nose. Step through into runner's lunge. Right hand flat if you can. Left arm up, easy twist. Take a moment here. Stack shoulders. Feel the twist, bending front knee. Right knee straight for now. I'm dropping right knee on, tucking right toes. Reaching left fingertips to the back, stay here. Or see if you want to bend the right knee, heel to bum. And hold on to that right foot with the left hand. Bend left knee slightly more, straighten the right elbow even more. And hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. And hold it for 1. I'm releasing the foot, finding easy twist again. Try and center your left knee as well. Twisted the reverse lunge, slowly rise up. Keep the twist to your left. And then carry on reaching right arm. And reach up nice and high. Bend the left knee even more. Find the position for your left hand. Let's reverse the warrior. Cartwheel right arm back. Right heel flat. Reach the left arm up. Sink into the front knee. Hold it for one more breath to get the stretch down the left side. On your next inhale, straighten the left knee. Side lunge onto the right heel. Back off the mat. Slowly. Exhale and sit back. Lifting through the chest, lifting through the back. Right elbow on the inside of the right knee. Slowly finding the stretch. Hands on the mat is always good. This is the first side lunge that way. Take your time. Let's find wide-legged forward fold together. Hands flat, bum up, feet parallel. Lengthen your back on your inhale. And exhale, fold. Now guys, this is the only time that we are coming back to wide-legged forward fold. If you want a headstand, that is your time. Otherwise, you're stretching with me. Tailbone up high. Micro bend in the knees. I'm holding it for 4 more. I'm holding it for 3 more. I'm holding it for 2 more. And 1 more. Frame out the left foot into runner's lunge. Make sure your right knee straight. Draw belly button in. Airplane lunge, right fingertips to the front, left fingertips to the back. Lengthen through right fingertips, right shoulder, right hip, right heel. Warrior 3. Start launching into it, lift the right heel. Find the straight lines, the leveled hips. Revolving half moon first. Reaching right fingertips towards the mat, left fingertips towards the sky. Turn your shoulder up. Turn the left thumb towards the front of your mat. And now lengthen the back, lift the right heel higher. Feel the twist in the core. Lift the left shoulder higher. Half moon pose, you can bring the left fingertips onto the mat first, or bring your arms out into a T first. And then turn the shoulder. All the weight is going into the left hamstrings. Left fingertips land on the mat. And then open the body out to the right. Lengthen spine. Reach right fingertips to the sky. Stack shoulders, hips. Bend your left knee. Reverse warrior. Right foot to the back, right heel flat, left arm up. Take a big inhale. Cartwheel down into 3-legged high plank, keeping shoulders above the wrists. Exhale. Take the options that you need. I'm taking the box. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, left knee to the left tricep. Slide it to the left wrist. Keep the connection. Across to the right wrist. Up to the right armpit and hold. For 3, for 2, for 1. Push the left leg back finally. And guys, meet me on your front. Inhale forward, exhale, sink onto your front. Stay there. You can chill out here where I've got a locust. I'm sweeping the arms to the back. I'm squeezing the glutes already and pressing top of the feet onto the mat. See if you want to interlace fingers and open the chest. Make sure you lengthen your lower back by pressing pubic bone in, straightening knees. See if you want to lift the legs from the glutes. Keep the length in the lower back. See if you want to press your feet, toes together, but straight knees. That's the hardest bit. Lengthen your lower back one more time. Lift slightly higher, so for one more inhale. And exhale, bring it onto the mat. Oh. Let's meet in camel if you're doing it, or child's pose. You've got the option to do a press up, but make sure you're tucking your tailbone under. Take a big inhale as you push up. Exhale, push back, drop your knees. And let's do camel. Knees hip distance, feet hip distance. Untug the toes if you want, or tug them under. Activate glutes first and take it as far as you wish. 3 rounds of breaths. Last camel. Safely climb out of camel. Sit into child's pose. Take a breath. We've got one more round of the flow, only the nice bits. Find downward dog, reach the arms, take a stretch. Lift your right heel, 3-legged dog, inhale, stack, open, heel to bum, exhale. Inhale, level hips. Exhale, right knee to the nose to tap. Step through. Right arm up, easy twist. You've got another breath here if you want to reach back and pull the heel to bum. Just for a breath. Make sure there is no knee pain. Open the shoulder up. And let's find easy twist together. Make sure you've got the strength to reverse a twisted lunge. Let's rise up. Keep the twist to the right. Sweep the left arm up. And then straight away reverse the warrior. Cartwheel the left arm to the back. Right arm to the sky. And reach up nice and high. Keep bending right knee. On your next inhale, straighten right knee. Side lunge to the back of the mat. Exhale onto your left heel. Lift the chest, one more inhale. Now have a little think about something. I will meet you in a revolving half moon. There are so many steps I'm leaving out. You can go through your wide-legged forward fold. I forgot the name, the lunge, airplane lunge, and all the rest. Otherwise, just watch for a sec. I'm trying to keep it low. Sit over to the front foot, turn the front foot, reach the left arm, and straight away reaching left fingertips towards the mat to find a revolving half moon. So find your way there, left fingertips on the mat, standing on the right leg. Right fingertips reach up. And let's take 3 breaths. Feel the long spine. Feel the long left leg. The twist in the core. And last balance, finding half moon pose, right fingertips on the mat. You either sweep the hands onto the mat first, or T-shaped arms, and then turn the entire torso. Right fingertips on the mat, and you should be able to open further to the left. And there is your reversed warrior. Bend the right knee. Left foot steps back. Reach the right arm. Take a big inhale. You've got a 3-legged chaturanga if you want it, or meet me in downward dog. Cartwheel down. Shoot the right back. Right leg back. Sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, let's meet in downward dog. Last one, other side. Lift the left heel, 3-legged dog. Stack and open. Heel to bum. Inhale, level hips. Exhale, knee to nose and step through. Runner's lunge. Easy twist. Left arm up, right heel, right hand flat. Stay here or reach back for the quad stretch. Hold it for 1 more breath. Open the heart up, bend the left knee. Release, easy twist. Find the strong legs, the strong core. Let's rise up. Keep the twist to your left. And then reverse the twisted lunge. Right arm up, left hand on the lower back, wherever it needs to be. Reverse the warrior. Right heel flat. Sweep the left arm all the way up. Sink into the front knee, inhale. Hold it for 1 more exhale. Rise up, inhale, side lunge onto the right heel. Exhale. Take your time to sit down. Take your time to find a strong back. Have a think. Before you're going anywhere, just think about it. You might want the wide-legged forward fold. You might want the runner's lunge, the airplane lunge, all the rest. Let's prepare for it. Or stay low. Sweep the right arm to the front. Level the hips. Take off. And bring the right fingertips onto the mat. Left fingertips to the sky. You're standing on the left leg. Right fingertips on the mat. You're revolving the half moon. And reach the left fingertips higher. Reach the right heel higher. With the right knee straight. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. Hold it for 1. There is your half moon, left fingertips on the mat. See how you want to get there. With strength, if you want the T, arms first, and then open the body out to the right. Left fingertips on the mat. You're standing on the left leg, left fingertips on the mat. Reach the right arm up, stack the shoulders, stack the hips. Lengthen the right leg. Lengthen the spine. Let's reverse the warrior, bending the left knee. Step the right foot to the back. Ooh. Sweep the left arm up, take a big inhale. There is your 3-legged chaturanga if you want it. Frame the left foot. Shoot it back. Hover it if you can. Sink through. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Find your last downward dog. Hold it for 3 more breaths. If you need a child's pose beforehand, please take it. Glute stretch or pigeon. I'm bringing right shin behind the wrist. Settle into pigeon. Safe right knee, leveled hips, left knee straight if you can. Lift through the back on your inhale. fold as far as you want. As you exhale, use blocks if you need to. Settle into the stretch. Make sure you can feel it in your right glute. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Lifting the chest. Before I'm stepping back into downward dog, I will do a spinal twist and a hamstring stretch. I'm sweeping the left leg all the way around, still in a seated position, planting the left foot on the outside of the right leg. If that's too much, straighten the right leg to find a spinal twist. That might be more fortunate on your knee. Lengthen through the back. If you've got your left knee bent with me, tucked into the chest, left fingertips behind you. Lengthen through the spine. I'm reaching the right arm up. Inhale, hug the knee or press the elbow against the knee. You know the drill. Look over your left shoulder and settle into the spinal twist, releasing the shoulders from the ears. Long spine. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Untangle slowly. Right leg straight if it's not already. Bring the left foot on the inside of the left thigh. Drop the left knee out to the side. Tuck the sole of your foot into the inner thigh. Square the hips with your right foot, short side of the mat. Take a big inhale and lengthen through the back. And exhale, forward. Try your best to keep the hips square so you're not reaching right fingertips further forward than the left. Try and level hips and shoulders. Grab somewhere back of your legs, feet. Some of you might be holding a block. Check in with your lower back one more time. There is no pain. You're feeling the right hamstring stretching. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Straighten up slowly. Now I'm going to meet you in downward dog. I'll give you a little option here. If you fancy rolling yourself up into a yogic squat and maybe go through there, I'm just going to roll back, widen the knees, oh, clearly not, and rolling up onto my heels, just to take about a breath, maybe 2 in yogic squat, and otherwise we are starting on your glute stretch the other way around. From here, I'm stepping into downward dog. If you need a flow here, obviously take it. Do not hold back if your body says you need it. And I've got left shin coming behind the wrists to settle into a glute stretch. On the other side, pigeon, shifting the right foot to the back. I'm trying to lengthen the spine. And then fold as far as you wish to find the glute stretch on the left side. Relax head and shoulders. Start lengthening the breaths. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Start straightening up, spinal twist. I'm sweeping the right leg all the way around. Plant it on the outside of the left foot. Good time to straighten the left knee if you wish. So I've got right knee bent up to my chest. Right fingertips behind you. Take your time to lengthen the spine. Send the right bum cheek onto the mat. Take a big inhale. Find a twist, hug the knee or press against the knee. Look over right shoulder. Release the shoulders from the ears. Lengthen breaths. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. Exhale. There's your hamstring stretch. If you haven't done it so far, I'm straightening the left leg. Right foot comes on the inside of the left thigh. Dropping right knee out to find the hamstring stretch. Square hips. I tend to flex the left foot. Take a big inhale into long back and find the stretch. Try your best to square the hips, square the shoulders. Settle into it. Find the stretch. Check in with the other joints, hips, lower back, right knee, and lengthen breaths. Inhale for 5. Exhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Easing out of the stretch, I will find my downward dog again because I wanted to do a bit of chest stretch on my front. So if you would want to do that with me again, going into yogic squat or just meet me in a child's pose, that's absolutely fine because we've got a puppy pose after that. I'm rolling back, feet wide to find one more inner thigh stretch here. One more lift in the chest. And let's meet in child's pose and stepping through a downward dog. Again, if you need the flow, feel free. And I'm dropping the knees, keeping the hips above the knees, toes tucked under. If you've got blocks, you might want to bend the elbows and pop them onto the blocks, dropping the chest through. If you're staying with puppy, straightening the arms, drawing belly button in, and now thinking about dropping the chest through. Try and hold it for about 3 breaths. It's quite active. Try not to allow the belly button to drop towards the mat. And I'm dropping the elbows, shifting my hips onto the mat, and opening the chest in a sphinx. Elbows under the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back, pressing feet onto the mat, and opening the collarbones to the front. Try and take 3 breaths. Make sure it stays friendly on your lower back. And keep your shoulders away from the ears. Release your head and shoulders onto the mat. Take a break here. I'm stacking the hands under the forehead. Pushing hips side to side a couple of times if it's nice. Sit back into child's pose for a breath or 2. Try and avoid press-ups now. I'm going to give you a few options here. We've got a few minutes of relaxation. Now, if you fancy putting the feet up against the wall to do an inverted position, that's nice. Maybe feet together, maybe the feet wide. If you want to do a wide-legged forward fold, some of you like that, you can do that. If you want to stay in Shavasana and relax, that is absolutely fine. Make sure your joints are not under pressure if you choose to do some stretching. So check in with everything. Make sure you can relax your head, your shoulders, whatever stretch you're doing. Make sure your airways are free. Settle into the stretch. Close your eyes and we take 10 long breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Start making your way out of the position. We're going to meet in a seated position. If you're coming from a wide-legged forward fold, it might be a good idea to lean back onto your hands. Give time to your inner thighs to relax before closing them, and definitely help with the hands to close them. And then find a seated position so we can do the neck. Lengthen through the back. Release the shoulders. Look over your right shoulder. Back through the center, look over your left shoulder. Back to center. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Maybe use the right hand to reach over and gently help to increase the stretch. Change sides, left ear to the left shoulder. through the center, chin to chest. Maybe a gentle pull with the fingertips if you like that. And once you release the head, big circle one way. Change direction. Once you're back to center, bring the hands together at your heart. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.